Calling someone on the phone in English can be really nerve-wracking. It can make you feel nervous because you don't know exactly what to say and you feel like you might make a mistake and the person won't be able to understand you. Well, in today's English lesson, we are going to work on a phone conversation calling and ordering food. I'm going to teach you some common phrases that you might need to use in the conversation, and I'm going to teach you some common questions that might be asked to you on the phone as well. It's always a good idea to practice a conversation before you have it because it just helps you feel confident and prepared. Now listen to this English conversation, and then we'll study the natural phrases in the conversation that you might have not heard in your English textbook and are more natural and common in conversation. Let's get started. Burgers and burgers, how can I help you? Hi, I'd like to place an order for carryout. Go ahead. I'll have 2 cheeseburgers, 1 with ketchup only and 1 with everything. Would you like any fries or drinks with those? Yeah, I'd actually like to make both of those a meal. Okay, I've got that for you. Anything else? Do you guys have any desserts? Yeah, we have chocolate cake by the slice. Oh, perfect. Can you add 2 of those? Yes. Is that everything? That's it. Okay, so 2 cheeseburger meals, 1 with ketchup only, 1 with everything, and 2 slices of chocolate cake to go. You've got it. And you were coming to pick this up right away? Yep. Okay, it will be about 25 minutes, and it comes to 4051. Okay, I'll see you then. Yep, thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye. When you call a restaurant or any sort of business, the restaurant will say, hey, this is this restaurant. So in our conversation, it's Burgers and Burgers. And the first question that they'll say is, how can I help you? Burgers and Burgers, how can I help you? This means, what's your reason for calling? It's the most common way to greet someone on the phone when you're a business. In this conversation, the first thing that the person calling will say is, I'd like to place an order for carryout. Hi, I'd like to place an order for carryout. So if you are getting ready to order food at a restaurant, you can use this phrase to start out the conversation, and you'll know exactly what you're going to say. In the United States, we commonly say carryout. If you're in the UK, it's more common to say takeaway or takeaway food. And in the United States, it's also very common to say, I'd like to place an order to pick up, or I'd like to place an order to go. These all mean the exact same thing. They're just different phrases that we use in this situation. Once you say why you're calling usually, or if you're ready to order, the person will say, go ahead. Go ahead. This means I'm ready for you to order. If you notice in this conversation, we ordered cheeseburgers because that is the most American food I could think of for this conversation. And one is with ketchup only, and 1 is with everything. I'll have 2 cheeseburgers, 1 with ketchup only, and 1 with everything. So when you're ordering and you don't want certain ingredients on your food, you might just say the only ingredient that you want, especially if you're taking off most of the things on a cheeseburger. Like you don't want the onions, you don't want the pickles, you don't want the mustard. Instead of saying all those things, you'll say, I want ketchup only. And then just to clarify in this conversation that you're okay with all the ingredients on the other cheeseburger, you say, and then a cheeseburger with everything. That means everything is okay that it comes with. When you are ordering sandwiches or burgers at a restaurant in the United States, it's really common to say that you want to make it a meal. Yeah, I'd actually like to make both of those a meal. This means you have it come with a side and a drink. If you ever eat at Subway or Jimmy John's, which are the 2 most common sandwich restaurants in the United States, if you make it a meal, you add chips and a drink. If you're eating at a burger restaurant, usually you add fries, French fries, and a drink as well. When you're ordering food in the United States, you'll always hear the worker say, anything else? Anything else? Okay, I've got that for you. Anything else? They want to make sure that you're done ordering before they tell you the total. And oftentimes in the United States, the worker will read back the order. They'll say, I'm going to read it back to make sure that they have written down or entered in the order correctly into their computer. So they'll read it back and they'll say, is that correct? And you say, you've got it. That means that is correct. You've got it correct. In this conversation, the person on the phone really wanted a dessert, a sweet treat after they eat. And so they were offered cake by the slice. Yeah, we have chocolate cake by the slice. You'll often see this in American restaurants. If you can't buy a whole cake or if you can't buy a whole pizza, they'll say we have it by the slice. That means you order how many slices of the cake that you want or how many slices of the pizza that you want. It's also very important in the United States, as I'm sure it is everywhere else, to clarify when you are going to pick up the food. And you are coming to pick this up right away? So they'll say, are you coming to get this right away? That means, will there be any delay or is it right away, right now? And usually you'll say right now, or how long will that be? An important phrase to know when you are ordering food for carry out or to go is to say, what does that come to, or what does the total come to? Okay, it will be about 25 minutes and it comes to $40.51. And if the restaurant worker is telling you the total amount that you'll need to pay, they'll say it comes to. This is a phrase that's not taught in a lot of English textbooks, but it's used very common in English conversation at a restaurant. It comes to, which means it's the total amount that you need to pay. I hope that you guys enjoyed studying this English conversation with me. My name's Kayla. I'm an American English teacher, and I have an English course available to purchase at englishwithkayla.com, so make sure you visit my website to check it out there. I do have tons of videos about restaurant English vocabulary because it's very important to be able to enjoy a meal when you're speaking English. Go check them out on screen next, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!